close. See, I'm already getting punished by Triumph. Just, I mean, it's like so crazy. Like, just every bit matters so much. Every mana matters so much in the early game. Affinity. Play Steam Vents or another fetch land. Yeah, I mean, it's for ending. But yeah, maybe I'm too greedy. Maybe it should just be like stomping around or whatever. Want to end the drum? I could get... What else am I going to end? I should probably end the drum. White blue or white red? Just slow them down a bit, hopefully. Still want them to be able to cast a 2/2 flyer right away. Oh, speaking of Ultimate Guard, MTG bot, I think I'm gonna finally run some giveaways for my subs. Just probably like deck boxes, sleeves. I was thinking a deck box, some sleeves, and either like some booster packs I have lying around, or maybe some signed cards, you know, like maybe some iconic commons or uncommon, something like not super expensive. But yeah, I have all these deck boxes Ultimate Guard keeps sending me, and I have all these sleeves, and I have these booster packs I'm never gonna do anything with. And I was wondering if I should do it like, if I should weigh it proportionally to like number of months people have been subbed, or if it just do random amongst my subs, or I don't know. I don't know what people do, how they do it. Can I block? That's all of Owen's MVP.
How do the French feel about cities like Paris, Tennessee? And then they built a mini Eiffel Tower. Like you're gonna walk around confused like, well, bonjour. I don't even know where I'm at. Can I get me a croissant?
The Hasidic. Thanks for the resub. How do I feel about cities like Paris, Tennessee? I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, sign cards sound sweet and low cost too, but I was thinking I would like, you know, just ask the person who win what do I rather have, like a few booster packs, some signed cards. You know, maybe I can even order the cards, you know, if they want a specific card. But yeah, plus Liz is going to the States soon, so this way, like, if someone in the States win, I can just send it with her, and then she can send it. Hopefully no one from Australia wins. Actually, someone from Australia won the other time, and I just sent them ticks on Magic Online, because they were happy with sticks, and it was more convenient. You think I should wait by lengths of sub? Definitely. Unbiased or biased? Alright, can I live here? What saves me more life? Bouncing a Frogmite? Or cycling a Shark Typhoon for one? I mean, they might tap out. Comedy log this turn. My all-time favorite card signed? What's my all-time favorite card? I don't really have one. I have a bunch. They're all tied. It's like Necro, Mox Diamond, Argothian Enchantress, Force Spike, Crystalline Sliver. What else? I guess this line is worse against removal. They declare removal. Wall of Omens. Could sign some bunch of Wall of Omens. Do I still own the Kroll Ultimatum? I don't know. I'd have to look if I own any Kroll Ultimatums. I think I do. I think I probably have the Kroll Ultimatums I won the Pro Tour with. Ignite Memories? Ignite Memories not really up there. I know Disc too, Never Neural Disc. We need one of our 4 verdicts, chat. That's pretty good. It forces them to tap a mana, so now if I have verdict, they can't make a token. So that's actually kind of clutch to do that over at the ferry. Alright, I hope you see a verdict. It's not a verdict. Stasis? I've played some Stasis. I enjoyed playing old Stasis. The like version when Gush and all got printed. Void Mirror? Is that going to work against them? Probably. Chalice for 0. Sounds okay. Stony Silence, pretty good. Wear Tear, great. Spreading Seas, okay. Relic out, Rip out. Fairy doesn't seem like super amazing against them. Shark Typhoon seems a little slow as well. Oh, Alpine Moon. Yeah. Prob. If you sign the cards, it's just going to lose its value. Yeah, I mean, that's why I'll ask people what they want, you know. I was thinking maybe doing like 10 giveaways, and probably each giveaway will be like 50-ish bucks, like the deck box, the sleeves, some signed card or some boosties, something like that. Because I haven't done one. I did like, what, one big giveaway in 4 or 5 years, I think, only. I remember someone won that's pretty cool though. Someone won my GP deck when I came in second. Was Shitters, mono blue thingy. But yeah, I'm just lazy. It's bad. I'm lazy about that stuff. I'm not really proud about it. Alright, I need to make some cuts. Maybe Wall of Omen's not that good. How do you win versus Hammer Time with this deck? I mean, I could see if you come in the stream and you're like, how do you win against big mana decks? How do you win against Tron? How do you win against Titan? But asking me how I win against Hammer Time when my deck's literally all removal is... I don't really get it. It's kind of a weird question. How do you win against big mana with this deck? You probably don't. What should I kill? I guess I have Welding Jar. I should just kill the Welding Jar. Or I could just ice a land. Maybe that's better. Since I haven't played a 1 toughness creature yet, I'm unlikely to get 2 creatures. Oh, I could ice the Thopter, duh. I mean, I agree, putting a 1-for-1 removal is not gonna necessarily beat, like, win you the game against Hammer Time, but I think this is a bit better than that. Alright, Neil help. So I can ending, do I have a good target for ending? The Mantle, maybe? Kind of bad though. It's not gonna get me anywhere really. Maybe I should get rid of the Welding Jar. Yeah. Probably makes sense. I think it's kind of close. They are down to 1 card in hand. It's gonna be tough when you don't draw a verdict in 2 games, and opponent had some pretty decent draws. I might be okay. I might be able to live. Not a turn. I don't even have second white yet. I have mana for rebuke, so maybe I should have done it in their upkeep. Oh, maybe I just killed the monitor. That saves me more life. I tried the meta game challenge in arena. No, not this time around. I only have 1 black, right? I wonder why I didn't equip Shadow Sphere on M Knight here. We have something else I want to do. We just forgot. Alright, I'll take it. 1 life. Gives trample too, right? Yeah. Right, free. Not the worst iteration. Oh yeah, there was a lot of engagement on that tweet about the ghosting yesterday. That was crazy. Would you recommend delay your stream? I mean, I would recommend you, if you play in turns you really care about, to put a delay or not stream, or stream with a hand hider. It obviously affects the quality of the stream and it's much worse for the viewer, so alright, I don't think I can really win here. But 2 Alpine Moon, I mean I drew like the clunkiness. I think the way to do it is, for a challenge, what I do is fine. I just stream no delay, and if I get suspicious, I put the hand hider. The problem is that it's kind of a feel bad for your opponent if they're not ghosting, because if they see that, I mean, you know, people's feelings are probably going to get hurt. I guess it's a kind of a compliment if you're not ghosting, and I feel like you have to put the hand hider on. It means that you're playing really, really well. So if I ever put the hand hider when I'm playing against you and you're not ghosting me, take it as a compliment. Yeah, no, I agree it's bad too, because like then people might go harass like the person I'm playing against and have my hand hider up. I mean, anytime I put the hand hider up and I'm not sure, I need to like make it clear, you know, probably just repeat it 10 times that I'm just being safe rather than sorry. Why do we need to solve it on our turn? Isn't that what iteration does? Oh, you wanted me to take... Oh, you want me to take Solitude, Bolt... What were the free cards? It was Solitude, Bolt, and... Yeah, you might be right. I forget now what happened exactly. Moon, Solitude, and Bolt. So I put Solitude in my hand and Moon in play. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, that was much better. I might have had a shot actually if I'd done that. The problem I personally have is when streamer posts about being ghosted when they aren't, it's not only a feel bad, but also feels... Yeah. I mean, I almost never do it. I feel like... I mean, the Saturday one, it wasn't like 1,000% because they weren't like in chat. But it was so suspicious. And then yesterday, they literally incriminated themselves. So yesterday, there was like 0 doubt. I could just relic. How big would their thingy be? It'd be a 5/5. Or I could play wall first. I'll be all greedy. I'll play wall first, not play the relic right away. Is that a common issue? I don't think so. Apparently it's been bad lately. I feel like when I used to play a lot of Modern and Challenge every weekend and stuff, and even up until this weekend, I felt like I had barely got ghosted in the past year or so. And this weekend it just happened like back-to-back days. I think I'm almost definitely sure I got ghosted in 2 different matches. So, I don't know. Can I afford to just get Island here? Is that greedy? Saturday guy was 100%. I mean, you can never be sure 100%. They could just have like lost to Void Mirror like 6 times in a row and just be super paranoid about Void Mirror and assume everyone has Void Mirror in their deck. But or they could know that I have 1 Void Mirror in my sideboard and totally like play around it when they shouldn't, costing them a ton of EV. But all right, I have 2 instants. All right. I guess I need to sack the relic now. I'll bold that thing so they don't get value out of it. What about his buddy turning up and saying that he's lucky and Colombian? I don't know. To be honest, I don't see other streamers other than Gap putting this much effort for his not falsely accusing somebody else ghosting. I don't know. I don't watch a ton of other... I feel like someone like Kenji would be really careful about that stuff. I don't know. I mean, I can't say I don't watch enough of other streamers to say if that's true or not. All right, Dispute is decent. Second Rest in Peace might be okay. Can't remember if I do Chalice or not in this matchup. All right, what are my bad cards? What was I boarding out yesterday? Kenji's incredibly careful. Yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe Shark Typhoon's just too slow. Yeah. I also think I did feel a bit bad yesterday because there's the one turn where in the finals where I was debating whether to bolt my opponent or not, and then chat kind of told me not to bolt and save it in case they had outbursts, and they end up having outbursts and stuff, and I'm not sure what I would have done if I was on my own. And I think at least for the top 8s, when the stakes get high, I should just play with chat closed so there's no field bets from my opponents. I say I'm gonna do it, and I do it mostly, but then sometimes I forget. Because I do agree with the argument of like, you know, I mean, it's kind of gray, right? On one side, you're going to lose a lot because of chat, because, you know, I'm streaming, I'm going to time out more, I'm going to get distracted, I'm going to just listen to someone who suggests a bad line, because that stuff just happens. Ooh. Are we getting full value here? But on the other side, it is true that you're going to win some games you would have lost because of Twitch chat. That's Spell Pierce? That dispute? They were trying to dispute? Oh no, they do have Spell Pierce. Wow. Get wrecked. Find it interesting that streaming during competitive Magic with prizes without delays and considered cheating because the rail does help with strategy and lines. Obviously, anyone could do that too, but having it on stream proves you're doing it. I agree. I mean, I've always said if you're in the top 8 of a PTQ, or basically if you're playing anything that's really high stakes, you should not be streaming live. Like I remember someone made top 8 of a PTQ and they streamed their draft live. And not only is it like bad that they're getting held, but also like for a draft it was especially egregious because it means that someone else in the draft can see what they're drafting and draft accordingly. So they're like totally sabotaging the integrity of the draft. So I thought that was like an especially bad case. And I think the challenge is like, I mean, the league is whatever. I mean, sure, maybe some people are grinding Magic Online for a living in, you know, countries where the cost of living is not super high and you can actually make a living, and maybe you're like stealing their lunch money, but I think it's reasonable. And then challenge is like kind of in between, maybe like when you start doing well, you should stop playing with chat, you know, like maybe if you're 5-0 or maybe if you top 8, whatever, you know, whatever cutoff you deem reasonable. All right, should I bolt or should I'll just play a wall. Seems like they're out of luck with the mills. I think the argument for chat early on was that you could have 6 pros in a room playing on MTGO on one account. You mean the person I'm playing against could also have like help and stuff? So it's not that big of a deal if I'm getting help from chat? Is it okay when I snipe Croakies on Mythic Ladder? I don't know if you're joking. I think sniping a streamer you like to play is fine. If you do it like very occasionally, it's not a big deal. I think if you do it all the time, or if you do it with decks that specifically designed to beat theirs, that's pretty shitty. It's a fine line of ethics and entertainment, yeah. They probably have another dispute or something. I don't know. I mean, would they ever play a region without dispute backup? Plus, it looks like they were trying to dispute earlier. When they tried to counter the Fire Ice, it looks like they tapped for dispute and then they realized it didn't work and then they spell pierced. If I let them on tap, then they have counter spell mana. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's bad. Maybe I should have just cast Iteration this turn. Just try to set it up. How do we beat dispute? I mean, I can cast Iteration, maybe hit a land drop, maybe draw like land dispute, get lucky with my Iteration, or bait with Iteration. But I agree it's going to be hard either way. But I had a pretty strong read on, I don't know. I think the Iteration, oh, I totally should have played Iteration, right? I have Verdict in my deck. Yeah, that was really bad. Oh well. I totally forgot about just ramping into Iteration. Yeah. Is that a meme, or do you actually have a study you can link? Well, it is true that like the group is stronger than the individual for that kind of. I mean, there has been. That's definitely a thing. I don't know about, you know, the actual metrics about what Casual Kill is saying, but. All right, do they have it all, chat? Nah, debated. Best card in Modern. Currently best card in Modern. Emmanuel called it for me. How many Bolt have they played? 0? I wish it was something reason. Maybe I should just play more Helixes. Like a second Helix, a second Solitude. Solitude does seem pretty good. Maybe like cut a Shark Typhoon for a Solitude would be okay. Let's see. I guess I'll just say go and cycle Shark. Doesn't genius level IQ require something about speed or faculty, not just getting a correct answer? I mean, I'm guessing that study's probably like if you take like a random question. I see if you take someone who's a genius in their level of expertise, like someone was saying like chess. If you take like a chess grandmaster who also has a genius IQ, like I would probably take their opinion over like 100 like random guessers, but probably just like for a random general knowledge question or a random question. So do I play around dispute and spell pierce, or do I play around? They have 2 spell pierce, 1 dispute, and I'm not sure they have more than 3 basics. Huh. I get Field of Ruin. Go to second main and cast a Teferi. I do have a blocker, so I can still beat a counterspell. How many counterspells have they played? Just the 1. I haven't paid attention to the game. Alright, I'm just gonna be lazy. Also, they might just have a 3rd basic or 4th basic. Still not in great shape, but at least I have a little I really don't want to go down to 3. How big is their graveyard? They have 6 lands. I just have no spells. Ugh. What do you think, chat? I don't think I should go down to 3. I don't know, I might like just lose to that Murktide now. But they've literally drawn 0 lightning bolts. Oh, they drew Archmage Charm? Oh, they could only make it a 4/4 anyways. Okay, so my play is definitely right. I didn't even consider that. Easy clap. I might hold on to that relic. Alright, let's see what's up. Basic check, yeah. Alright. So I could keep Relic mana up, or I could end Arcanist. I'll keep mana up. Should have to play my fetch land too. Alright. I was hoping they would trade, I think. So I don't have to worry about Brazen Bar anymore. Ragsy. Nice. Nuts. Baneslayer would have been better here, but Sawtooth should do the job. Should be good enough. All right, let's see. Okay. Creature matchups better when you draw your sweepers. That's my advice, chat. All right, I'm not gonna be greedy, especially with all my expensive cards. I'm just gonna play the Triumph. What are some of his next bad matchups? Yesterday, I felt like I got pretty lucky against the Temur Rhino decks because Jace is really hard for me to beat sometimes. I would assume big mana Titan would be really bad. Tron would be really bad. I have some sideboard cards, but probably not enough. Ooh, this matchup's probably really bad. I actually wanted to put an Emrakul in my sideboard, but kind of forgot. I don't know, I have a lot of removals for their crabs, but I don't know that's enough, because I have no clock. Yeah. And they don't care as much about Emrakul anymore, because they play the card that exiles, so if they get lucky and they get your Emrakul, that's the way they can beat it. Scaled, managed to tap the wrong color twice. How about Boris Burn splashing for peak? What? I forget, does the blue-black deck play... I don't think so, right? Anything that kills it to fairy. That was a mill in the top 8 yesterday, right? I dodged, though. I dodged like a boss. Looks like they're a bit stuck, so maybe I have a chance. Let's see. Is there anything I can draw? I have a Rest in Peace and a Relic. I guess I'll plus one more time. Make a 2/2 Shark. Get the beats going. The beat goes on. What are Male's bad matchups? They're probably not that great against the Ragavan decks, right? It must be decent if people are still playing them, though. Maybe it's just a matter of whether people have Emrakul in their sideboard or not. Or Eldrazi in general. The Fairy with fetch land's kind of nice, actually. Because I can actually fetch now without having to worry about trap. Doing some cool stuff, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to actually win the game. I guess they're already down to 12. Feel better if I had a removal for that crab, though. Weak versus Murktide. Oh yeah, you just get to Murktide. Yeah. I actually have Rest in Peace in my main deck. That card's really good against them. Alright, I need to cycle Shark Typhoon? I don't think so. I think I should just hope I get one more draw step. Can make a big shark next turn. Like 6/6, down to 10. I can like make a big shark, draw a burn spell. I could just minus on the crab. Let's draw. Easy. This is probably better than saving the burn spell to kill them. Maybe not. Could play a wall and then untap 2. Make a 2/2. No, because this way they are dead to a bolt, I think. Oh, I think I forgot to use Teferi. I forgot to plus Teferi. Wow, it's a pretty big mistake. Yeah, this works out. No, did I miscount? Okay, this doesn't work out nicely. Okay, I should have probably played a wall. Obviously, I should have plus Teferi. Might cost me the game. We'll see. Let's see if they have a bunch of archive traps in hand they've been holding. How many cards? 14 cards archive trap. So that's like 3, 14 if they have 2. So if they have 2 traps, that's actually exactly 32. Should I just not fetch? I mean, I'm probably dead if they have 2 traps. 31, 28, 14, 14. They have 2 traps, I get 1 more draw step. mean, I don't really need that land. Alright, I'll just not fetch. Oh, I know I've searched. I was just doing it for having one more card in my deck. I'm aware. They actually had double trap. Wait, why can't I card? Oh, Archive Trap is 13 cards. Why did I think it was 14? I would be busted at 14. That's gonna be a close one. Yeah, I feel like, where did I miss a point of damage potentially? I'm not sure. Do I have a burn spell left in my deck? Bolt, 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 bolt. Fire ice? Fire ice. Damn. Bolt, 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 lightning helix, fire ice. Oh. That sucks. Oh my god, just tuck my own Teferi. I could do that. It's one more card. Does one more card matter though? Yeah, Chef Tuck Crab. Wow, that was awful. Tucking my own Teferi. Chef Tuck Crab and save a removal for maybe... I guess if they have a crab in a land. Yeah, I agree, one card should not matter. But also my Teferi doesn't really matter. I guess I'll just leave it on 6. Well, they're in the tank. There might be... Maybe there's not much they can do against counter spells. Yeah, I don't know what they're tanking about. Surgical extraction. Okay, I think we got it. Right, I forgot about surgical extraction. That's a card they could have in hand. Might be in business. Trying to lock a token, okay. Yeah, I mean, I should have tugged the crab and saved my helix. What a horrendous misplay. And I don't even have second white to make a 1/1. Should I just Field of Random? Mistakes were made. Mistakes were freaking made. Looks like they top decked. Oh man, so close. Damn, I'm bad. That was bad. Don't want path. I do want all the 1-mana removal spells. I want the Graveyard Hate. All of Omens, pretty heinous. Verdict's pretty bad. Counterspell is fine. Void Mirror stops trap. Is that it? Wear Tear for Orb. They don't play Orb anymore, do they? Chalice? Just Chalice for 1, right? They have a lot of 1-mana spells. They have like the draw card, the crabs. I have a few, but not as many. I don't know, let's take a look at a standard stock mail list. No, I don't like going over 60 against Mel. Is Mel not in the top 12, really? How much time do I have left? A minute. Oh, that's budget. Oops. So 1 mana spell. They have the 8 crabs. They have surgical, vision from beyond. They don't have that many. And then sideboard, they have nothing. Oh, I didn't check if Mesmeric Orb. See, this list has... I think the new lists don't play Mesmeric Orbs. I don't know. I think Void Mirror is probably better than something that's in my deck. Is Wear Turn not better? I don't think Wear Turn does anything. It literally kills nothing, right? Alright, I mean, this hand's fine. This is pretty good against them. Guess they're drawing in the lock too. Oh, and they have Lurrus. Problem is they're drawing in the lock and still kill the shark tokens. So they still have a low value. That part's kind of unfortunate. Alright, I guess I should fetch now. And I should fetch for what, white blue maybe? Did I ever board up cards in this matchup? I would if I had good cards in my sideboard. If I felt like I had you know, I could see going up a few cards if I thought the card were legit good in the matchups. But I don't want to have bad cards in the matchup just to have more cards. I think that's going to hurt you more than it's going to help you. Because they play a decent grindy game, you know. They have counter spells. They have card advantage if they get the draw free online. So drawing like some really bad dead cards is going to hurt you a lot. Also, the other thing about Wear Tear against Orb, even if they do have Orb, is you have... Alright, I guess I should fetch right away. You have... what's it called? Should I get Triumph? They don't have cards that cost more than 4, but... You just get it out of the way. Probably going to resolve it to Fairy... No, I might want to cycle that at some point. As Void Mirror is not that good. It's basically only trap, and then they can still get 5 mana in the matchup easily and start hard casting the traps. Maybe Verdict was a bit much. But I have nothing really in my sideboards anyway, so... Oh, Counterspell. So they were saying, I mean, they didn't mill me on their turn when I was tapped out. Just gonna drown it, yeah. Maybe they have a bunch of surgicals again, just like in last game. Oh, that would have been rough. I actually almost ran out of basics there. So I have 1 Triumph left. Lurrus, no problem. I have to draw my counter spells. It's a pretty good draw. I think Dragon card is good even against Mel. Just every counter spell you find has just such tremendous value. So we know we have at least 1 Triumph left. I don't really need Relic. I don't think I need Verdict. Yeah, I do need Verdict. How did I do yesterday? I won the challenge. I was once in the Swiss to Teamer Rhinos, and then I played against Teamer Rhinos, same player against in the finals, and oh, that was bad by me. If I don't have Island left, and I lose to Archive Trap because I untap Field of Ruin instead of Steam Vents, it's gonna feel bad. Don't need to just pause and try to win. Well, really what I should have done is check to see how many counter spells I have left in my deck. That was the real... I have at least one counter spell and one dispute left. Yeah, dude, I'm so brain dead. No, I'm not brain dead, but it was unfortunate. I think they literally just drew a trap now. So that's 13. Don't want to get my Triome. I'll have 6 cards left. Do I really need the extra mana? Either I'll fetch and decide. I can hard cast Shark Typhoon, have count. Yeah, I'll take the extra mana, I guess. Game would have been a little easier if I'd... What were the matchups yesterday? Ad Nauseam twice. My sideboard was pretty good there. Teamer Rhinos twice by same player. Living End, Blue-Red Murktide, Junt. I forget what else. For chat. Para chat. I didn't play against any big mana decks. I didn't play against any Tron decks. I didn't play against Mill. I didn't play against Affinity. Alright, I think I got this one. Despite the small misplays. We'll see. Yeah, I can Prismatic for a bunch. I won a game like that yesterday. Oh, that was another deck I played against. Elementals. Damn. I have to counter that, right? 100%. I was gonna say, I thought they were not gonna replay Lurrus. I was like, man, it's a heads up play. Not to replay Lurrus there. Could have maybe played a little differently, like Jace plus last turn, force them to sag their fetch land. And then find another way to deal with Lurrus. That's probably a mistake. Yeah, this matchup, I mean, you have to play pretty tight. And it's not like, even when you kind of take over, it's not totally over. And I guess I'll do it. What else am I going to do? I could have left on top. Maybe that's the correct line. It's kind of risky, but... Am I supposed to tuck the fairy? Oh yeah, we should check what the... Oh, they're at 4 anyways. Oh, the last card is actually a Lightning Bolt. So that's good. I have Shark Typhoon cycling. I don't know. I guess I'll just tuck. Does tucking anything make a difference? It might. I'll just tuck to fair, I guess. Just general laziness. Force fetch, cycle. Yeah, I mean, I could try and bluff them, right? It's a little risky though. They might. All right, I'm dead. Oh, they sacked the fetch land. All they had to do was bounce a boar, right? Dang. Oh, they're definitely not ghosting. Bzzz. That's lucky. Punch, repunt. Put on one to play third game. Probably still a massive underdog, but I'll take it. Okay, so we said, yeah, verdict's probably bad. Path's probably better. Good Alpine Moon, Field of Ruin. That might be better than a random card. Crumble to Dust, Voidmare, Rule of Law. I'll just bring in Alpine Moon. I think Alpine Moon's pretty legit, just Oboro or Field of Ruin. Should have not been close. Yeah, I'm sure I made I didn't make anything totally egregious, I think, this game, but I made a lot of small mistakes. For sure. Sure. I think Teferi's just good card to have on curve, and having the 1-mana removal spell is important. Voidmare, Surgical. Well, Surgical's not very good against me because I have Rest in Peace and Relic. So I'm not even sure they should have Surgical in their deck. And then what's the other one? Voidmare. Yeah, same deal. Alright, I should actually just play Plains and try and save my fetch land for once I have Teferi in play. Also, it's just less card in my graveyard for Drawn in the Lock. Oh yeah, they can also just Hardcat Surgical, of course. And they can Hardcast Archive Trap. They're going to get to 5 mana almost every game, so that's why Voidmare is just pretty bad. Oh, you love to see it. Am I going to end up needing a bunch of mana? I'm a little flooded. I like this matchup where you don't really flood, though. Alright, I'll just play the Triumph for Science now. It's probably bad, though. You can probably find a spot to play down the line if you really need extra land. It's kind of annoying that I played a Crab the turn I want to play Teferi. I think I still have to play Teferi right away, even though it means they get to mill me a little more. Because I've drawn in the lock. I guess I don't really care if they use a Drawn in the Lock on the... Never mind. I'm just going to kill the Crab right away. I don't really care if they use a Drawn in the Lock on Teferi. I don't think it's a big deal. Do you do any good in anything this weekend, Sauce? Crab, no land. You do love to see it. Wait, did they have Dispute? No, okay. Almost messed up. Alright, this game's getting good. I even drew the Shark for some additional pressure. Or pressure period. Verdant Legacy Showcase. What does that get you? How do the showcase work already? I should maybe take a look at the whole showcase thing again. Get back in the showcase game. Congrats. You're a beast, man. An absolute beast. Do I want to fetch? -1 card. Probably want to fetch while I still have stuff. Probably just cycle one, play the other. If you top 8, you get invited to a qualifier that only top 8ers LC curious can play in. There's free showcase of season, top 8 plus last chance to pay for a mock slot, right? If you win that, you get to play the mocks. Yeah. Minusing fair is a little greedy, maybe. How many cards in my grave? 14. Maybe I'll just cycle both. Play around drown. Because I get to draw on the tokens. Oh, never mind. I have to Teferian play. Duh. Playing around drown was the Teferian play classic. Alright, I think I probably just wanted to Teferi tuck here. Not only, I mean, they don't mail me if they draw lands, but also if they don't draw a fetch land, they're going to draw a dead crab down the line. I guess they could just hold the lands they draw in the next couple turns. Okay. 19. GG. We got there. So that's... Can I make an... Can make a 5/5 and have a 2-turn clock. Probably hard cast is better. Alright, I think that should be good enough to win the game. We'll see. How many counterspells left? 1, 2... I only have 3 counterspells in my sideboard now. 1 Flusterstorm, 1 Dispute. Man, I don't really care about 1 crab, right? No, I don't. Even if they have fetch land. A little scary. Oh, I could have maybe iteration end of turn. Oh well. Come on, lightning bolts. Oh my god. It's gonna be close. Did I forget to plus Teferi? I don't know what I did with Teferi this turn. Should have probably plus Teferi. Man, I only have 10 damage even with Dispute. Do I have a Bolt left in my deck? Bolt, Bolt, Bolt. All Bolt's all gone. Fire Eye's gone. And Helix gone. Damn. Do I have anything good left in my deck? I have Alpine Moon. I do have a counterspell left, so that's kind of gas. Wow, they probably have multiple Archive traps, right? Wow, I got baited by the crab. I guess they had Field of Ruin, so I didn't get baited by the crab. Oh man, that's so close. So freaking close. Alright, GG's. They had to top deck, right? They top decked Fetchland and Field of Ruin on the last 2 turns. And actually, like, kind of flooded a bit at the end if I drawn my Alpine Moon or whatnot. I think tonight podcast, by the way, in about 5 hours from now, so like an hour earlier than when I usually start on Monday. Probably podcast, and after that I'm probably going to play a league was this deck, but was green, was Omnath and Ren and 6, so a little different. Yikes. Yeah, I think I have to mulligan. Alright, let's keep. Typhoon can go, and Verdict can go. Could keep Verdict over... I have 4 in my deck now. Crazy how iteration just an old format staple now. Yeah, I mean, it's basically mini Ancestral Recall. It is Ancestral Recall in the late game because usually like a land you don't care about and you get to play the 2 other spells. What did 4-color version look like? Well, it'll be kind of the same principle as this list, meaning a lot of cheap removal. Just build it kind of super lean and yeah, as lean as possible and with 4 iterations so that you can have a little bit of game against the other iteration decks. An ending is, you know, 4 endings definitely questionable. It's a little less questionable now if you're playing the extra Triome. I think that makes the ending much better. We're somehow not doing anything. Too bad I didn't draw land. Can you play Rip with Ren? No. You cannot. So I don't know what the answer there. Rip's not like end all be all. I figured it was nice because it's really good in some matchups and then against Regent. It's kind of a soft answer to Regent. Her draw's just so awkward. Just didn't draw anything. What's that for, mana? Yeah, Dredge's been out of the meta. What did it just do? Just cast a Creeping Chill? Alright. Hey, multi-free. Thanks. Alright, I think they got me. From the low. Wasted 1 minute of everyone's time. Sorry about that. Alright, Flusterstorm is good. Spreading Seas is fine. Counterspell is fine. Rest in Peace is obviously good. What's really bad? The 1 mana removal spells are definitely not great. Helix at least gains some life. This is fine. Ending deals with Shriekhorn and Exiles. Could do that. Okay, I think I definitely want these cards. Spreading Seas is a maybe. I think the walls are okay-ish. I think the fairy's kind of okay, but maybe. And Shark Typhoon is also maybe. So I want like 5 of these cards. I don't think Windmere stops Creeping Chill. They don't cast it. Stony Sound stops Shriekhorn. Does it stop anything else? And I have a Relic. Okay, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do Rule of Law. I don't want to do Dispute. I don't want to do Wear Tear just for Shriekhorn. Chalice, no. I think Helix is fine because it's live gain. I think Path in small numbers can come up. Then Teferi is probably okay just because it cantrips. And maybe just Shark Typhoon. Spreading Seas might... No, I should have more ways to end the game. I guess I do have Rest in Peace in my deck. I don't really need ways to end the game. Spreading Seas seems like way too marginal. think he's better than Shark. Yeah, I think it's close. I'm worried about the fact they could just lead with fetch land and say go. Then I can't even play my Sphinx on turn 2 if I really need to. I want to have one of my free graveyard hate cards. But at least have a playable hand. I just lose with 5 cards. Did they mulligan? They kept 7. Maybe if they kept 7, it means I have to mulligan again. I have iteration to make up for the cards. Alright, I mean, this is obviously not good, but I have to keep. Gonna keep ending because of Shriekhorn. Yeah. Counterspell would be a pretty good draw.
Here for the Wall of Omens.
My second hand was obviously infinitely better. White Fangs. Thanks for the resub. Thanks for the 4 months. Of course, chat. Best way to support the stream. If you have Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch Prime sub every month. All you have to do is link your Amazon Prime account to a Twitch account. It doesn't even have to be your Amazon account, just any Amazon account in your family that's not being used. It takes a few minutes, but it goes a long way. It's about half my subs are Twitch Prime subs, so great way to support the stream. Or you could, sub with real money. You can give me a follow. You can give me a follow on Twitter. Check out my sponsors, Channel Fireball, Ultimate Guards. I think we're in trouble, chat. That was a good reunion for them. I'm already smiling. I haven't read the text yet, but I'm already smiling. How much does an Amazon Prime sub get you? The same as a real money sub. Same percentage.
To be fair, you have to have a very high IQ to understand Gab's decks. The choices are extremely subtle, and without a degree in theoretical physics, most of the cards will go over a typical viewer's head. And yes, I do have a Gab tattoo, and no, you can't see it.
Norm, you're amazing. Thanks for the resub. You love to see it. The Norm resub message. Peak resub message every month. Thanks, bud. Thanks for the 44 months. How long does it take you on average to come up with your resub messages? I'd guess like 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes maybe. 5 minutes maybe. Maybe you're used to it. Yeah. I do love to put a decent amount of thoughts in some, not really read some messages. I should do it though. It does bring me so much joy. Surely it would bring other streamers joy as well. All right, GG's. Yeah, I mean, I think this matchup's probably okay. It was the Rip main and the Relic main and the other Rip in the sideboard, but I say it's harder when you don't know what you're up against. Also, I just mulliganed into Oblivion both games. Well, I'm glad I used my run goods yesterday, because clearly today has not really been it. I think this hand's kind of okay. I have a couple cantrips I want to play. I was definitely not played by mulligans yesterday. Mulligan here and there, but mostly side opening hands. Alright, rematch against Affinity. Let's see if I can do a little better. I think Affinity is actually a tough matchup, even though you have infinite removal and sweepers, just because they have 8 draw twos, as opposed to... gonna cycle this now, even though it's might end up being not mana efficient. Rip. What does this card do? Alright. Could Field of Random. I'm not even sure they play a basic. To get a land for free, but at least I get white mana. I don't know if they play one basic. I would guess not. They do. Oh well. How much is it to equip? 2. Alright, I guess I'll just end the drum. Should have maybe papped the token. And then saved the ending for the equipment. No, maybe that was bad. How did we pop in indestructible hands? That's the way Field of Ruin is worded. Destroy target non-basic land and opponent controls. Each player searches their library for. So it doesn't fizzle. It's just you're trying to destroy something that's undestroyable. Am I just dead? Oh no, it's not the equipment. Never mind. Is that enough? All right. Confirm matchup is a tiny bit easier when you do draw. When you do get to resolve a verdict. Now what? Restart with iteration. I think I want ice probably here. Un petit dispo. Hein. Je m'attends un peu un streamer français qui avait beaucoup de viewers hier. C'est un streamer qui fait un peu de tout, mais il avait un nom japonais. Il avait genre 3000 viewers sur Arena. Il était assez cool. Il avait l'air très très cool. Should I just pap? I should have bolted in response probably. I guess I'll just ice it for now. Shishuye Miyamoto, ouais. Puis il avait l'air de savoir ce qu'il faisait, il était marrant. Alright, I think we're gonna play wall. Play a wall a couple times ago. I think I messed up. I think I should have just bolted the Ornithopter. I was just distracted. Did I say cool? No, I said cool. What the hell is a cool? I don't even know if that's a word. Oh, they might just have a counter spell now. I guess I'm at 8. I'm not dead even if they do. Yeah, I butchered this last couple games. Great basic selections. I try. I don't have the Mirage to match. Alright, chat. The moment you've all been waiting for. Why didn't he equip, by the way? Am I missing something? Beaumont Courier. Big Bomies. Probably want to bolt bow me. Been watching you for years and I had no idea you were French. That's so funny. This is probably pretty safe. Actually, you know what? The fairy plus iteration is probably better this turn. Alright, let's start with iteration. Because they could have Shadow Spear, right? In their deck. I don't have a basic left, do I? I don't think they play Galvanic Blast. Actually, they might play Galvanic Blast. I'm not sure. And I think I can just minus on the equipment, put around Shadow Spear. Alright, hopefully this means I can't die right away. Alright, I don't have a basic left, so I'm not going to play Teferi right away. I don't know if they play burn spells or not in their deck. Uh-oh. They actually have 4 Galvanic Blasts somehow. I could just get burned out. I don't have to worry about Shadow Spear. Double Shark, Teferi going. Still not a guarantee to win. Hand thingy. I think we're good, right? So many sharks. No. It's my mom. Can't just screen my mom. Alright, I have prismatic ending for plating now if I need to. Pourquoi le pionnier est très peu représenté comme format? Ouais, c'est un format qui a commencé juste avant la pandémie, quoi. Et c'était un format tout neuf, donc c'est pas ouf. Alright, I actually won. Wait, was that still only game 1? Oh yeah, that's game I almost lost and then I drew on tap white. Alright, I think I'm on Alpine Moon, Stony, Spreading Seas. Probably Void Mirror. That, and maybe Chalice. And I boarded out all the walls. Even though they're kind of okay. And Relic and Rest in Peace. Something like that, maybe. Keeping all the Shark Typhoons, they look kind of good. No white mana. I'll gamble. I don't think Spreading Sea stops artifact type. Here's white mana. Beautiful. Just get rid of the plating. Say Spreading Seas for Urza Saga. We didn't see any Urza Saga in game 1. I wonder if they're on the budget or if they just didn't draw them. They might just be on the budget. Affinity is probably really cheap if you're not playing the Sagas. Probably really not. Yeah, it's probably pretty bad. Much, much worse. Oh! Should have played Field of Ruin. To get second white. I was thinking I was Cycle Shark, I think, but probably Field of Ruin's better. Which players do you hope to see along your step at the World Championships who aren't qualified yet? Just my teammates, basically, my closest friends. Huey, Reed, just go down the list, you know. Huey, Reed, LSV, Sperling. Oh, Sperling's already qualified. I meant, I think Kai still has a shot. I'm sure I'm forgetting someone. Andrew, I think Andrew still has a shot. I don't know who's in the Challengers group. The people who weren't MPL rivals and are going to be playing. Get rid of the plating again, probably. I should say Field of Ruin for later. No, I drew second white. If I knew for a fact they had 0 Urza Saga in their deck, I would probably play Spreading Seas, even though they had also the legendary one. The legendary one's not as scary. If they figure out Twitch plays Magic, it would be amazing to do Twitch plays Magic versus Random Pro. I don't... is that some kind of show that people do? No, I don't know what you're referring to. Yeah, I figured it was something. What's the concept? Oh, it's a pro playing against all of chat combined? Well, we have no shots. That's pretty cool. Alright, I think this is good enough to verdict. 2 for 1. It's not getting much better. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to fin my deck with a fetch land or save it for Jace or just save it period, save the 1 life. Alright, so I can just end the jar and then tear in response. You could easily lose this game. They start drawing their draw twos, training their draw twos, and I break a bit. Alright. Good enough. Target. I'm just gonna sack my fetch land now. Actually, I tapped my white like a Munson. Do we know what formats will be played at Worlds? No, they haven't announced anything about format or structure. Hopefully they come up with something sweet though. And so it began. I wonder if they have Rebuke in their deck. I'm just gonna bait. That was not great, but having to shock myself because I misstepped my mana. -2. -2 Keg W. Well, they're either very conservative or they don't have a Rebuke. Oh, they have Galvanic Blast in their deck. Is World Tabletop? No. Arena, I think. That's a card. Blast from the Past. Do I have Verdict in my deck? Can I erase them? Don't start and try to erase them. No, I'm gonna save my Terra for plating or an equipment. Wow. I might end up losing because of that extra 2 life I took. That'd be kind of brutal. I might end up losing just because I didn't cycle Shark too. I'm paying the Shark tax right now. I'm paying yeah. To be fair, I did think it was the right play. Had I known though. I don't think there's a point in trying to bold them to race. I don't think I'll add up. Huh? Might have added up actually. Because it would have been what, like, they would have been at 19 plus what, free hits, 16? Out of Inventor's Fair. Alright, now. What are we gonna get? Another Edge Champion. Hopefully they get a plating or some kind of equipment. Alright, nice, they did. Might be a mistake by them. They should maybe just go for the safe, like, 2-2 draw or another Edge Champion if they have one. Is there an enchantment in play? Just my Spreading Seas? Fuse and target, what, to get an extra power? I don't think so, because I could draw Teferi, right? And then I can bounce my Spreading Seas. I don't know, I would have won that race. I think it was correct. I'd only drawn 1 Verdict, and they also like kind of flooded a bit. Wasn't a given that I was just gonna, obviously if I knew what I know now, I'd have bolted them right away and helix their face right away, and this game, that race would have been close. Didn't do the exact math though. Does Bolt still win? Bolt them down to 17, attack down to 11, they attack me down to 1. No, Bolt doesn't win. Sometimes you make the right play. Just doesn't work out. Should I probably use these Field of Runes? Yeah, it looks like they don't have Urza Saga in their deck, because that's like... Alright, GG. Damn, Edge Champion. Maybe Counterspell is okay against all these draw twos. Maybe Dispute is good. Alright, I guess I don't need Alpine Moon. Even though the other one is decent. And Chaz doesn't seem that amazing. I think I'm just gonna do some counter spells. I think they had 1,000,000 artifacts, right? They have artifact lands now. The new lands from, I think they're Modern Horizon 2. Void Mirror seems bad. Yeah, that's a good point actually. Still counters all the zeros. It's like a better Chalice. Yeah, you might be right. I should maybe not have these cards against them. They're not playing Bubble. They're not playing... Just Autopilot, I guess. They're indestructible, right? Yeah. Con in the meter. Just bolt, right? Slow them down a bit. Alright, I want to keep slowing them down. Right now they had 1, 2, 3, 4. They had the mana for the 2 last turn, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they don't have any draw 2s. I guess I'll just save my cards. That's not good. Yeah, I did a Triumph for ending. Didn't come up this league. Oh, I forgot to end the jar last turn, right? Alright, might as well do it on their turn in case they ever counterspell. Actually, you know what? I'll just wait till they go to attack in case they play plating or their equipment. Give them an extra draw step to draw a counterspell, but we didn't really see any counterspells. I don't think so. Alright, patience from Zoo. Patience from Zhao, paying off. Kind of want to cycle and chum block. I think it's probably better than killing the thingy right away. Alright, step 1, draw verdict. So I can cycle plus tear, or I can iterate. I think cycle plus tear is good because I want to be able to iteration into a verdict maybe. The Salvado game, yeah, that is such a sick match. It's mostly a 6 match just because how Marshall and SETI kind of build it up by repeating over and over that I was drawing dead when it was like absolutely not true, but whatever, it's still cool. I'll save the removal for the equipment. Alright, we need a little help here. Ancestral Recall? Kind of. White card would be nice. Have a little insurance. I think I'm almost always going to need the mana. So, oh no, they have Galvanic Blast in their deck. Oops. Yeah, whatever. Ooh. Alright, I'm just going to play Iteration. High upside. I'm at 4. Alright. I don't know why I did that now. That was bad. Why not just hardcast Solitude? I think Iteration plays better in the long run, I guess. And, I mean, Ending kills Frogmite, but... If I had any removal of Iteration or Verdict, if I had a cheap removal, I can go Stony Silence, removal, Solitude, and then they can't cast spells for the rest of the game. Alright, rewarded. There was lag there. I was like, why is it not letting me cast maybe I should have just cast Solitude as possible. No. Alright, up 2 draw steps. Surely everything is gonna be okay. Alright, chat. Wrong. What did I have Counterspell over? Wall of Omens? Dude, Counterspell is so trash, I hate it. And Teferi? Oh my god. That edge champion won them game 2, and then it won them game 3 by me sideboarding poorly or differently. Alright, GG's. Win challenge, 1 for a league, a classic. Name a more iconic duo. Alright, trash it, chat. Straight in the bin. This is what happens when you don't pay your actors, true. Please keep it on the DL though. This Verdict was still my best card this